So, welcome to the Burrard Street Story Guild, Storytelling. It's wonderful to have you setting aside a bit of time for this journey that they're going to take you on. We're quite excited about it. We've had our first thing that gets thrown at us, which is our lighting, which we had pre-programmed and set, beautiful lights for each of the scenes. The lighting is not functioning. So we're operating without our lighting cues and just with what we have here. So you have to, well, that will leave something to your imaginations. I told the kids, you know, it takes a lot more than that to keep us from telling the stories we have to tell. And so they're excited to keep going. My name is Tama, and I'm sort of the story creator and director for Burrard Street Story Guild. But we do have a guest artistic director. Peter Stainton has been with us this season, and he's done the theater arts with the kids and the staging for this show. So we're really grateful to Peter. Of course, you know Ricardo Pecanino and his music. He does a beautiful job with the kids, as you will see, and so we're grateful for his leadership. We have Mary Lou Whitaker stepping forward. It's the wonderful thing about doing theater with a congregation is you have so many wonderful people to draw on. And Mary Lou Whitaker has stepped forward, took on the costuming, and she's going to be the narrator for the production. She's playing the part of Old Mary, so we're grateful for her leadership through the season. And then I want to mention as well Elizabeth Tanner, who has jumped in. It's been so much fun to work with Elizabeth. She's done a lot of the some of the props and the set design. We've painted and worked together, and really grateful for what she brings as well. So if any of you are interested in next season getting involved, then we welcome you to come and speak with us. I hope everyone got a little prayer tie when they came in. If you didn't, you'll get a chance later to pick one up. Yay! And some of you may have brought them from the service this morning. So that's your prayer tie, and you can attach whatever prayer you want to it. I tell you that at the start. It won't happen till the end, but you'll be invited to do something with it. But I just want you to know that that prayer is with you, and you're holding it, and you'll be able to offer it up before the presentation is over. Of course, the Burrard Street Story Guild is comprised of a cast of kids and youth from 6 to 14, and so they're the real, they're the ones I want to put into the spotlight because they've given so much of the past few months to putting this story together, and they're going to take you on a journey of 5,000 years, and you're going to have to buckle up because the scenes jump. And I know a lot of people they kind of get panicked because you can't always hear what the kids are saying. The kids are giving it their best. They're speaking from their bellies, but we can't always make out their lines. And I just want you to relax around that. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I can't hear, I'm missing, I have something. The story is told in many ways. It's told through the slides, it's told through our narration, it's told through our music. I was going to say it's told through our lights, but not today. But so it's okay. You'll get the feel, and just let it carry you, and you'll hear the kids in their own way. You will hear them, and with your heart, if not always with your ears. So I opened my computer this morning and read a quote from a religious teacher I follow. His name's Richard Rohr. Some of you may know him. Some of you may get his daily writings. And it was just, how those synchronicity moments work. And I read this paragraph and I thought, yeah, I hope if we do this during our storytelling today, we'll have accomplished what we set out to do. And this is what he said. I'm going to put my glasses on. The root of violence is the illusion of separation from God, from being itself, and from being one with everyone and everything. When we don't know we are connected, we will invariably resort to some form of violence to get the dignity and power we lack. Contemplation of the gospel message gradually trains us not to make so much of differences, but to return to who we are, our true selves in God, which is always beyond any nationality, religion, skin color, gender, sexuality, or any other possible labels. When we can become little enough and honest enough, then we will ironically find that we are more than enough. At this place of poverty and freedom, we have nothing to prove and nothing to protect. Here, we can connect with everything and everyone. Everything belongs. So with that, I welcome you to Wind Prayers, the Ephesus story. Witnesses to the crucifixion tell us that Jesus looked down from the cross and asked his disciple, John, to care for his mother Mary. John, we are told, took Mary into his home that same day. Legend tells us that some years later, John moved from Jerusalem up the Mediterranean coast to the city of Ephesus. Mary, it is said, made the long journey with him. Tourist brochures tell us that the house where Mary lived in Ephesus still stands, that it is on a high hill overlooking the ruins of the ancient port city of Ephesus.
Welcome. So, this is it. My old house above the city. Feel that? There's always a breeze here. The wind of the sea. You know, the house is a tourist destination now. Pilgrims come to Ephesus from all over the world to tie their prayers to this wall. They cry out, "Virgin Mary, Queen of Heaven." Or they whisper, "Mother of God, pray for me." They don't actually know that it is me sitting here, the Blessed Virgin herself, disguised as a local peasant, handing out prayer cloths. Well, today, as you can see, it's a slow day. It gives me time to think, looking down on the ruins, once the great city of Ephesus, the 1,000 years before my time and the thousands of years after. And it may surprise you to know that I wasn't the only virgin queen of Ephesus. No, there were 2 before me. Ephesia was the first, but before she was the virgin queen of Ephesus, she was the virgin queen of the Amazons. On their way to Troy, that band of warriors founded the city of Ephesus and named it for their queen, Ephesia, or so say the legends. What if it is true? It's hard to say. However, one fact is indisputable, that the city of Ephesus has always had a woman at its spiritual center. For after Ephesia of the Amazons came Artemis of the Greeks, goddess of chastity and the hunt. Under the protection of Artemis, Ephesus went on to become the most prosperous city on the Aegean. The Ephesians loved Artemis. She was their goddess, their protector, and they kept promoting her. By the time the Apostle Paul passed through the city in the 1st century, Artemis had been elevated from the goddess of the hunt to mother of all living things. It was a position without equal in all the order of the gods. The temple the people of Ephesus built for her was 4 times the size of the Parthenon in Athens.
I see now that my time on center stage is at an end. But what a time it has been. The great goddess Artemis, born of Zeus and Leto, I was counted among the company of Olympus. For thousands of years I've reigned as goddess of the hunt. The advances of gods and men I've scorned. My arrows outdistanced all others. The mortals of Ephesus lie closest to my heart, for they have built for me a temple home, a magnificent home, rivaling any other in the ancient world, and more. They elevated my status from chaste steward of the hunt to great mother goddess, guardian of fertility and giver of life. How many wombs have I opened in return to tear-stained prayers? How many sickly children to health have I restored? And yet not once in this temple home did I lose touch with my warrior's heart. And it is with a warrior's heart that I shall take my leave, not drawing out my end, but praying it comes quickly. And with one final bow, I entrust the secrets of my legacy to the ruins.
When John and I first arrived in Ephesus, Little did we know that the age of Artemis was on the wane. That she and all the other gods of Olympus would soon be replaced by the story that John would tell of me and my son, Jesus, from the backwater town of Nazareth. Of course, Christianity didn't exist as an organized religion back then. It had no army, no Christian king, no state-sanctioned pope. The Gospels were only a loosely gathered collection of teachings and letters known as the Way. Still, the Jesus story seemed radical at that time. That a God would relinquish power and choose to live among mortals, it drew crowds. Even from those who were once devoted to Artemis, many Greeks were intrigued.
Let the world be silent. Let the stars not shine. Calm the winds and the rivers. Let the noise die down. Let us praise the Father. Praise the Son. Let us praise the Spirit. We sing all together as one. Amen. Amen.
In him was life, and that life was the light of all humankind.
Yet, to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, children born not of natural descent, nor of human decision, but born of God.
Grassroots faith is a threat to big religion. But then again, it's never long until grassroots faith becomes big religion. In time, the church in Ephesus grew to become the third largest center of Christianity after Jerusalem and Antioch. And before long, there was a king, there was an army, and a state-sanctioned pope. The temple of Artemis fell silent. The seat of virgin goddess, queen, was vacant. But not for long. No, I should have seen it coming. And mercifully, I had long been taken from this world when the great council of Ephesus determined by consensus that I should be christened Mother of God. Marble and stone from the temple of Artemis were pillaged, and a new building erected in its place, the Church of Saint Mary. And the prayers of pilgrims to a deified mother began all over again. Ephesus never recovered from the earthquake. Ephesus never did recover from that earthquake. It destroyed half the city. Muslims were the last to occupy Ephesus during the reign of the Ottoman Empire. But in time, even they left, and the streets of Ephesus fell silent. And all that is left are these ruins. History's recycling bin, returning everything back to the earth. So here I sit outside my old house and wait for the tour groups to arrive. The Christian pilgrims step into the baptismal pool outside the front door, and the Muslim pilgrims ponder the Islamic tiles that line an inside wall. But it is here where tourists spend most of their time. Here where they leave behind the deepest longings of their hearts. And here where I release those longings to the wind and see that they are carried ever upward to the heart of God. Prayers of the children are my favorite. Here comes a tour group. Stay still and listen. Blessings. Good.
Unceded, I pray for good wealth and happiness for me and my family, a brighter future and lots of opportunities, good fortune for everyone around me, and food, lots of food. Unceded.
Here we are, blessings, blessings.
Hi, my name is Zayden. I pray for people who are going through a hard time. I pray that they always remember God. Hi, my name is Isaiah. Dear God, I pray that we get to see our family on our trip to California. Amen.
Blessings to you. Okay.
Hi, my name is Evelyn. I pray that COVID will stop so that we don't have to wear masks and so that we can see and visit friends and family.
Blessings, Nicholas.
Hi, my name is Nicholas. I'm going to give you a prayer. Dear God, please make the dictator of Venezuela leave office forever and take away the pain. Hi.
Blessings.
Hi, my name is Jaya. I pray that those who suffer from illness, from colds to disease, may be restored to full health. I pray that
Blessings. Oh, thank you.
Hi, my name is Ben. I hope we can relearn how to create a healthy society that values us for who we are.
Good work. Good show, everybody. Good show. Good show.
I hope the takeaway for you in this, or one of them, is knowing that God has an undiscriminating heart, that the prayers of all people at all times through all of history are welcomed into the heart of God, including our time around the world, including right here, including right now, including the prayers that you bring with you today. So this is where we would like you to have the opportunity to step into the lineup of pilgrims in Ephesus, and tie your prayers to the wall here, and then you're welcome to go on your way. So we leave you with the love and the promise of God's presence with you, and welcome to the prayers. Just come as you are, come as you feel inclined. The kids will continue with their wind, keeping the wind movement happening. If you didn't get a tie and you need one, then you can pick one up, of course, as you know, from Old Mary.